Hello, hello. What's up? How you doing? I'm John here at Maverick Workshop. Got a little bit of a later start than I intended to, but that's all right. We'll make up for it on the tail side. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's just going to be a few hours, but you know, you just kind of go with what feels good. Got to be a little productive, a little relaxed, not too productive, right? We don't want to be too productive. I mean, what's the point of being your own boss if you got to be so productive? I'm just kidding. The reason you would do that is so you can be more productive. Yeah. But yeah, I finished the what are they? The cherry blossom fountain pens, and I goobered up one of the finials. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? Let's see, Lawrence, number one. What is that? What is that? No way. Dude, I didn't know that was a thing. Did I just get this? Did I just unlock a new feature? I don't know. Come look. Let me look at something right quick. Did I unlock a new feature? Look.
Top fans.
I know. Check it. So we can see.
They can earn points.
They can earn points.
That's super cool.
Hey, Sean. Hey, Lawrence. Dude, give me a second. This is weird. Did I make a threshold or something?
Almost. You're super close. Look
yeah, but what is that?
Look how close you are to that 4,000.
Well, I still need 1,000. I need 1,000 and 4,000.
Okay, 200 people and
community.
2 more hours.
Oh, there we go. This one. But what is this?
I don't know. It's cool. Maybe they just updated it and added the feature.
That is way cool. All right, so if you don't know, what I'm looking at right now is a little icon that Lawrence just popped up with, and it has a crown with a number 1 on the leaderboard. So what this kind of suggests to me is that there is like a way, kind of like how Twitch is in measuring the time that somebody's here. Cool. But yes, I don't know what that is, but we will need to associate some sort of benefit of, being number uno. Anyway, all right. Well, that was kind of exciting. Sean, how you doing, man? What are you up to these days? What do you say you do? I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun. I got today started pretty good. I had a little chats with some other peeps as well. Once somebody else pops in, I'll be able to address the other thing that was in question. So, yeah, maybe that'll be how I do that. I will have somebody message me a question or something, and then they'll respond, or I'll respond after I look into it, get it looked at and stuff, come up with a solution, and then that person would be like, hey, this is how it got solved. This is what I did. This is who we reached out to, talked to, all that stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm just pipe dreaming. Or dreaming with a pipe. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just rambling now. I should stop. Okay. Your number 2 gets you have the same points. I can see. Oh, Sean, you're at 50 XP. And Lawrence is now at 25 XP. So you're number 1 now. So it might have to do with engagement. Might have to do with watch time. I'm not entirely sure. Once once we crack the code, I'll let you know. But either way, it shouldn't make too much of a difference, you know. Y'all want to be here, hang out with me, right? More pictures of a bobcat. Oh yeah, dude. Sorry, I didn't. I looked at them this morning. There's the things that you sent to me on Instagram. That was pretty cool, man. That's really, really detailed. And do you just like take the saw apart? You take the saw apart to put the blade on or something? I don't know. What's up? This is super flamingo. This gives me flamingo vibes. Oh man, 25 points per chat? Oh geez. I don't know, I guess. Why don't you get in there, you? How does this work? All right, we're gonna just kind of observe. We'll observe and report as we find out new information regarding this change. So I don't know what it is. I need this. I need this. You should get permanent number 1. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's see. This is what we're working on. Here you go. A little something for you to look at for a moment. I'm going to go grab a little more coffee right quick. Mm-hmm. Watch it fall like down my nose. Okay. All right. All right. What is going on here? I think it's yeah, I think so too, Sean. That's pretty dope. I don't know why Abby thinks she should get permanent number 1. She doesn't type in there. Rarely does she watch. Oh yeah. I need my dead center. Where the heck did that thing go? Anybody working on anything new? All kinds of cool stuff to be doing, man. I just chatted with a fellow pen maker this morning and kind of had some ideas going back and forth. That was pretty cool. But yeah, we were trying to figure out a couple different ways of the clip part, and I had a couple different ways that I think were pretty cool. What am I looking for? My dead center. Why am I looking in there? Still thinking about the other stuff, I guess. My bad. I usually put it right here. Where did it go? Where did my dead center go? Let's see. But yeah, I think it is just engaging with the algorithm, which is, I think that's pretty dang cool. Better late than never, huh? It must have heard me talking about it yesterday, I guess. Because that's what I was thinking yesterday, is that it would be pretty dang cool to have something for people to like get that like longevity watch time recognition, because I do my best to try and see everybody here, but you know it changes up. So, and I try to remember all the names I can. Let's see, what the heck? Hey Chris, how you doing, man? I sent you, or I replied. Did that make sense to you? Where? I'm about to have a BF. I'm gonna have one. I'm gonna have a BF. My dead center. My dead center. You got an extra one over there? That's a bottle of glue.
This is my dead center for now.
Well, that doesn't solve my problem. Long term, at least. You see my stapler? No, then we'll find it later. No, that one's for a Morse Taper 3, which I thought this would be, and it's not. Because I am. Oh, goodness gracious. I guess it fell, man. Well, turning's done for the day. Thanks for hanging out. I'm just kidding. But really. Oh. All right, don't worry about it. I found it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That was, I guess, pretty standard. That's pretty standard. All right. Just glue your live center. Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. Let's see. Says almost there. Keep showing. Says almost there. Yeah, man, my subs are going up, which is super crazy. We were at like, I don't know, 700 or something earlier, 750 or something earlier. Let's see. Did I say earlier replied to you, Chris? Let's see. Oh no, you just got home from a hospital again? What's the deal, man? Gotta keep it together. Keep yourself together. Just kidding. Hopefully, nothing too drastic. Just a checkup. And sorry, Chris, I mistaked you for Chris Wilson. My bad. It's Chris Wilson. So I just saw Chris W. and was like, ah! Or Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson is who it was. Right? Yeah, sorry about that, man. Your oxygen got low. Dang, man. They got you on supplemental at home, too? Michael. Yeah, I actually just responded to Chris thinking it was you, because my bad. My bad. But I did respond to your email, I believe. Before I make a clown of myself. More of a clown. More of a clown. Let me go ahead and look at it right quick. Yeah, Michael Wilson. Sorry, dude. But yeah, that's a single body slimline kit. I can show you how to make one of those later. But yeah, it's a single body slimline kit. It's a really cool modification, actually, that I think is a really clever thing to do, especially if you. Let me just do it. You see what you're doing? See what you're doing? You're making me teach, and I love it because that's why I can't stop doing it. So, fine. Anybody opposed to a little detour? Anybody opposed to a detour where we start? We're going to start a little different, if that's cool. I did send a reply. Cool. You got oxygen now. You're sick in February. before you met me. Yeah. Well, thinking about you, buddy. It's hot outside, so you're in the house. Oh man, it's toasty out here too, but you know, can't stop a pen maker with a purpose. Let's try to make that sound cooler next time. There we go. Okay, what we need to do first is figure out a blank. Let's see. All right, Michael, you're down for a little sesh. Cool. Okay. All right. I think I'm caught up. Everybody, thank you all so much for being super duper awesome. We're going to get started today with a single body. We're going to get today started. My goodness. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. I'm thinking about getting that drill bit. Anyway, so, yeah, we're going to start with a modified slimline pin kit because that's what Michael was talking about. It's a really cool one, and yes, you do need tubes, 2 tubes, in order to accomplish this. But basically, all you're going to do, well, do you want me to spoil it or you want me to show you? You want me to, you want me to, hey! So from what you got from my message, is it still glue? No. Nope, you don't glue both. We're doing it. We're doing it. Here's a slim line. Okay, slim line. Let's get a blank. It needs to be like, what, 5 inches, I think? Okay, let me... Where did those go? Oh, yeah. Ah, there they are. Okay. I had to find the purple heart wood that I already had. Okay, here we go. Now I need a 7mm drill bit because that is what this calls for. Also, a long 7mm drill bit, right? Because we want to make sure we can drill all the way through. What was that? What was that? That was not a 7. I've got a long one, a long drill bit. I just got to find it. Oh. As you know, I rearranged stuff. And it's really cramping my style here. Sorry, I am still here. Now, I could have gotten this stuff out and ready, but I wasn't until the last minute I decided. Dude. Just gonna look a little bit further here. Okay. No. Okay, it's got to be in this box then, right? Uh-huh. Well, that is not the right size. Well, it's the right length, just the wrong diameter. All right, let's see how off this is actually. So this is a 1/4 inch, and obviously 1/4 inch is not 7mm. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the 1/4, and then have to, I guess, open it up a little bit more, which ain't cool, man. Have you seen my big drill bit? My long one? No. It's a long 7mm one that it should be with all of my pin kit stuff. But it does not appear to be. Oh. All right, one more spot, one more spot. Great stream so far, John. Thanks for having us. That's what I imagine is happening. There it is. What fell over there? Oh, was that you? Oh, Lordy, I found it. Found it. This is what I was going to use, but we don't need to use that now. Yeah, it's a 6.3, I believe. Not good, not good. Okay. Let me recalibrate my stuff here. Let me look at the chat here. Jealous of the weather, 5.5, awesome dude. 152 is what you got. Cool. Looks like y'all free to use. What's up, everyone? Big Mex, how you doing, buddy? 6 and a bit inches. Yep. What's up, fellas? About to happen. Well, I wouldn't call this a master class. I would call it a master class. Just you know, I'm definitely not a master at doing these. I just know, you know what's happening. Boom. Yeah. Sorry, I had to do a little pivot here. Oh, look at that. This little dish is already serving a purpose. This is when I turned out of plywood. Boom. There's all of our stuff. So does this look like the inventory that you also have? So the nose cone, the transmission, the cap, the center band, the clip, the 2 brass tubes, and the ink refill. All right. So we got a blank. And the blank has got to be the tubes, right? Let me put this other drill bit away before I forget all about it. Okay. Thanks for being there for me, 1/4 inch. Okay, exactly. Good. I need to get a shot here. Okay, here we go. Okay, sorry about that. Changed gears, and I was already kind of working on something else as well. So we're gonna change gears again, because that's what we like doing here, man. That's what we like doing here. So 0, this and this. We're gonna measure these two things together. Okay, it's that much. We'll get a little extra. So 103, we're going to need to go a little bit further than that probably. So that'll put us right there. This will be a good length of piece to start. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to have to start with a different drill bit because I've already got a starter hole here. But we're going to bore it out a little bit more. So I just want a bit that'll start with that instead of this type of drill bit that has like a punch. It's almost like a Forstner bit style. But yeah. Okay, 103, 105. We're just going to leave that alone. This can go all the way through, right? Yes, see? We'll go all the way through. We're going to cut a little bit off, I guess, just to make it a little bit easier on the tail end there. Okay. Do better. Here we go. All right. My goodness gracious, John. Get it together. It's really about the assembly, by the way. You need to drill all the way through, and then an assembly. So I'm going to put this over here. And then this is just to kind of have this lined up so I can line it up in the chuck here. So this just kind of helps me set it. There we go. Let's see. Might put some magnets on the bottom of my tray. I've got some magnetic trays, brass. I don't think any of this stuff on the slimline is magnetic, except for maybe the clip. Just in time. Okay. Now I need a short 7mm that has a different starting tip. Oh, I found my other 7. Of course I did. Oh, that's right. There they are. Here it is. This is the starting point. All right, so we got our blank. We have a 7mm drill bit, and then these are the other ones that I was looking for, but we will start with this one. And as you can see, we're not going to be able to go all the way through. So that's why you needed a long one, and that's why I took the extra time to do that, because you don't want to mess that part up, because you just need to go straight through. Yeah. Alrighty, so we're just getting that. Make a little bit of contact, and back off, drop the speed a little bit. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Share money! How you doing? Let's see, if you can't do it, don't worry about it. Do you know where you are? If I can't do it, don't worry about it. Ugh. You know how to get to me. Oh, nothing like a brand new drill bit, dude. That is lovely. That is lovely. But that's all I needed from it. Now I gotta go the rest of the way with the other one. Okay. Alright, we can check, make sure it is the appropriate diameter. Yeah, that's pretty good, right? That's all we want. And then this, in order to go all the way through, I'm going to need to hold it back there. Let's see. Let's see, you might put some magnets, bushings. Bushings, yeah, the standard bushings that come on the mandrel are the bushings. But I'll show you once I get a little closer to that point, and then I'll show you how to verify and stuff. You notice some of the nose cones are made lighter and dent. Put a hole in it using the print press. Some of the nose cones are made lighter and dent. Oh, you mean like aluminum? Like an aluminum nose cone that will, yeah, that sucks. So you just use the side of a block, right on. Just hold the tray so you don't dump it and get it. Get it together. Come on, get it all together. Isn't this lovely sounding? Alright, we'll back it out. And when I'm doing when I'm doing kits, especially with these types of bits, I will stop the lathe and then come out and then go back in and then lock it and go for it again. The reason I do that is so I don't catch a lip on the edge there and kind of blow it out. We don't want to do that for obvious reasons. We're almost there. Almost there. But this is going to kind of be a hastier one, I will say. So just kind of pay attention to the steps, and the assembly is really the biggest things. Okay, and we are through. And that's good for calipers. Make sure you throw them on the ground a little bit. Okay. Alright, so there is the hole, and this one's a little offset, but I'm not super concerned because it only goes down a little bit. Hindsight, I probably only should have cut one side, but that's alright. This will still serve its purpose. Yeah, that side's goobered a little bit, so we'll favor this side, and we'll be able to avoid it entirely. So you see how this is a little offset. It's because it was drilled for some other purpose before, but I think I'll be able to trim down enough to where that won't be a factor. Okay, let me get these out of the way. Is all it will take. History. Okay. Since it was already flat on there, I could have just left it like that. That would have been a little bit better, but that's okay. We'll continue like so. Okay. So these have different bushings on them as well. But these bushings right here are the ones that we're looking at. These are the basic bushings for that. And then the other thing that we're going to measure right quick are these components right here. So these components right here, I want to measure those so we know how far we're going. So that's about an 8.6. And then these are, you know, just slightly larger. They're 8.7. So they're a tenth of a mil larger. So you're pretty good going right up to it. Yeah, 869, 870. So that's actually perfect with that. So there, that's how you verify the size. And then the other thing that, well, how do you face it, right? That's kind of the next thing that we gotta figure out. So we'll just take a brass tube and then scuff it up, and then we'll put it right there on the very edge. Yeah. So let me get my little cardboard protector here. That can go there. There we go. All right. So we converted this over. And I'm going to put the bushings back on. There we go. All right. We need to scuff these tubes still. And then just glue one of them in. And the one that's going to get glued in is going to be the back one. Yeah, the back one is the one that's going to get glued in because you're going to pull the front one all the way out. Yeah. So basically what we're doing is this, right, Chong? That'll go there. This will go back here. All right, so this is the configuration it's going to end up being. Can you see? No, sorry, you cannot see. Let me pivot this. Sorry about that. Now you can see. Okay, so we got the blank. It's drilled all the way through. We've got the end cap here, and that's going to go on this side. So the brass tubes are going to make up this portion here, and the transmission is going to get pushed in the same way. So that gets pushed together, and then this back one stays in place. So this whole thing, run backwards. This is set. One's glued. Which one is this? So this is set, and this is in here. Yes. So it is the back one. I'm not crazy. But then, so that would make this the activator. And then this, or do you glue the top one and be able to pull the back one out? Anyway, what this is, is you're putting one piece inside. And then is that piece able to come out? Yeah, it should be. Because this whole thing is going to go in like this. Yeah. And then this is going to be, you know, in the back side here, right? This will go into that. Or is it the other way? Hold on. Yes. Okay. I was right. So this just goes in like that, and so it'll pull out from the clip side. Yes. Ugh. That's how it sticks on. Okay. Whew. That was painful. My bad. So this whole connection goes together. This whole connection like this goes together. Just like that. But this one is the one that gets glued. So we're going to glue it on this side and have it set on the very end. And then we'll be able to move forward. Whew. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Just hold the tray. Yep. We have a slimline bushing. You're confused with how the twist mechanism. Yes. Correct. Okay. That was a little bit painful, but we got it. This is how it's going to go. So this part is going to get pushed into the tube just like this. Like we actually, if I didn't need the brass tube, I could actually just go ahead and press these parts together. That way the ink refill would work how it's supposed to. And in this particular case, this is already nice and shiny because it's. I'm not going to bother scuffing it because it's not going to get glued. So there we go. This I just need a little sandpaper right quick. Alrighty, this will work. Sent me instructions. Oh man, thanks. But that is how it's going to go on. Yeah. And basically, it's like a slimline with no center band. Right? Because you're going to use this to hold the clip. There. What a great demo so far, John. You're crushing it. Alrighty, let's see. Thick. You got some medium? Need to take break. Alright. My bad. See, this is why it's different when you have like thoughts of something and then actually implementing them. And there is a disconnect there that can lead to a little confusion, I suppose. But here we go. This one, get this nice and juicy. Okay. And then we're just gonna go right on the edge here. Work it in, and then finish it up. And make sure it stays at the end. You have to make sure it stays at the end. Because sometimes if it's too juicy in there, with too much glue, it'll like to go down. And so we're going to spritz it right quick from both sides. There. Okay, here you go. Thanks. All right. So this is kind of where it gets a little funky, right? Because you're like, well, I need to barrel trim it. And so, yeah, you're right, we do. So I'm going to grab this little piece and this little piece and reconfigure my barrel trimmer. Seriously? Alright, well, I guess if you don't have a barrel trimmer, you can be a little sloppy on this particular one, actually, but it's not the goal here. Okay, so this is in place now. This is secured, right? Now this is going to go into the other side, but we need to barrel trim it down, but I don't actually have a barrel trimmer. So I'm going to cut it back a little bit and then trim it a different way. I don't know where my little barrel trimmer thing went. Okay, here we go. Nice. All right, there we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're here, and we've got this trimmed here. We haven't done this part yet, or this side yet, which we obviously need to. So what I'm going to do is actually put the jaws back on, or that would work too. Sorry, I've got all kinds of cool ideas I want to try. Okay, we're going to go back to the jaws right quick, and I'm just going to get it faced the old-fashioned way. But that's okay. That's all right. We got a little bit of reinforcement that we're going down to. And we're just going to clean it up a little bit. Okay, we're just doing a little cleanup on this part, because I did cut it a little short, but that's okay. It won't make a difference here. Okay, that looks good. So I'm just going to put something else in here to keep it straight so I can go right in. And what better thing than the mandrel that we're going to use, huh? So this side is the one that I'm going to do first, and then I'll come back for this side. So we'll just go in like this. Don't need that anymore. This is going to go in. Oh, open it this way. There we go. All right, so this is, I guess, a little cheater way to do this. And it won't necessarily be perfect, but here's the thing. With this, is it doesn't need to be that perfect. Just needs to be squared, right? Yeah, so now that this is in place, we're going to back this back out. And this can go back in. It doesn't really matter that much. And then I'm just going to use a square carbide to square it up. Get this going a little bit more here. You can get yourself a little bit of a section. round. Alright. Now we're just going to clean the surface here. That's nice. It'll be good enough. It does look wonky though, doesn't it? It's alright. It'll sort itself out at the end. Get in there. There we go. And this one we don't really need to worry too much about. Okay, there we go. Cruising right along. Now they're barrel trimmed. Whew, that took a little time. But yeah, now we're barrel, Now we're barrel trimmed on both sides. This side is the one that can come out, right? Once we press the parts in, it'll come out easier, but this is what we're gonna leave in. And then, let's see, the cone section is gonna be on the left side from this orientation. Yes. Yeah. So this is going to be the nose cone side. This side's going to be the nose cone side. And then this is going to be the clip side. There we go. Put this back on. Oh, actually, since this is backwards. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. And that is the side that comes out. This is the side that stays on. They're both where they should be. Pop this bad boy off. Take it apart 2-3 times. Am I sick or is that the wrong way around? It doesn't matter. Hold on. Let me read again what you said. Oh. Yeah, I was doing a little barrel trimming. I didn't have a barrel trimmer, so I just did it that way. Let's see. Close the end with no clip. Yeah, you could do that. You'd have to like, dude, you could totally do that. Oh, shit. You could totally do that. Not from where I am now, unless I did like a different finial and then just glued it on. But yeah, here we are. Now this is your pin, right? This is your pin. So I'm actually going to do like a relatively quick turning of it. So don't necessarily judge the turning, okay? We're demoing how to do it, not how to turn it. Let's see. Purple Heart. This is about the time where I'm starting to think about the shape profile I want it to be. And you also want to make sure that you have enough taken down so the clip doesn't have to stick out in a bad way. So I have kind of an elongated taper towards the front, because that's just how I like it. And then I have like a shorter taper on the back end, and that's because it's just kind of for the clip, and it also helps show the orientation of the pin. So it kind of bowls out a little bit right there, which is. You ain't on those. You griefing me? Where'd my box of sandpaper go? Okay, well, we're gonna get some 150 right quick. Here you go. Just a quick 150, I reckon. Here we go. That's so bad. I have to do something about it. I didn't like the way that was sitting. Okay, here we go. For the record, this is not sufficient sanding for a wooden pin, unless it's just one being hastily made. All right, 150, we'll drop it down to 320 now, huh? I'm gonna take a look at it also when you stop it and stuff like that, because it's going to have a lot of circumferential lines that you can see. Like you can see that and that, and you can do a little lateral sanding to help get those out. Sweet. Since I touched it, I'm going to go ahead and give it another one. You're in and out? All right. No worries, man. If you can still hear and see a little bit, you'll be good to go. because this is, you know, about the point where, yeah, this is great. Do a quick little, yeah, little quick friction, huh? Do some friction polish right quick. And then a little triple E. Yeah. Crank this baby up. You gotta leave? Oh no! It's a bummer, man. The stream was for you. Or this part was for you. This is nice. I could keep going with that, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna get a little triple E, and then that'll be the end of it. Then we assemble it. And so, in a way, if you think about it like this, you're buffing, right? Just imagine you're buffing. Instead of the wheel spinning, which would be the cotton or the paper towel in this case, the material is spinning. So, there we go. Think you have a whole big screen, you can see the whole process? Yeah. Alright, well, it looks like shit down here, but you might not even notice it. But again, what's this for? It's for learning, not for selling. It wasn't teaching you how to do a finish. Alright. Let me actually turn off Morty, clean that spot up, and then I'll press it together right there. Ugh. There. Alright. Turn this way a little bit. Yeah. Now I could have grabbed a handful of that stuff, I suppose, and then you know. Okay. Pin press. I'm gonna back this all the way off. Okay. Let's see. How we doing? How we doing, folks? Y'all with me so far? Purple heart. I'm gonna put this right here for just a second so I can take this part out. Okay. Whoa. All right, so here's what we got here. So we've got the tube in here that doesn't want to come out right now, but that's okay. We shall retrieve it. So once this comes out, it won't go back in the same way. Need something sharper. There we go. It might even be advisable to have a different set of the things. brass tubes. Because you don't have to do it one specific size. You can do it a variety of sizes. There. There we go. Okay. This is the end. And then it's just going to go into the other sides. But we're going to take the time, clean the ends right quick. Now, everything gets pressed into this. So everything like this gets pressed into that. And so, looks like we're a little backwards here, but that's okay. Do you need a pin press? No, you just need some sort of way to squeeze stuff together. Pin press is just the ideal tool for it. All right, so this goes in. You just press this part together. Right now, for this part, we got to be careful because we don't know necessarily how far the mechanism needs to go in. However, we can estimate how far it needs to go in by factoring this part here. So we know that it goes about this far down, which is just behind the threads, which is pretty dope. So this is going to get pressed down to about there. So this needs to go a good bit in, actually. Sorry, I'm trying to keep everything together here. This is the measurement that we're looking at here. So you want the tip to stick out, right? And then looking on the back end here, we need this part to go in this far because it was at the base of the threads, right? So we need to go in that far. That's where that measurement is coming from. And a decent guideline is using this part here as a guide. So you just kind of go past the mechanism here. It's the transmission. So that'll go in. We're good? Sorry about that. Okay. Since I'm holding it like this, there. So the back of this piece right here needs to be about right here for this particular setup. So what that tells me is that I need to make this imaginary line right here in my head, that this part needs to go in that much to where this is hidden on the inside. Let me just show you. So this goes in, right? And then here's what we got to check. And this is what we were estimating the size of. So there. So this is fully engaged and it's like that, right? Boom. And then when you disengage it, the tip is recessed far enough out, and then this whole piece just goes back in. A nice thing to do here, just get like just a little bit of a reamer. Nothing too wazoo, just enough to have it slightly sloped, and that should help it get going. There you go. So this is where it twists. So you're just holding the cone here, and then you're twisting that mechanism. So the last thing we got to do is put the clip in the post on. So, sorry, I could have done this before, but I did not. So this is the top finial, right? Like Sean said, you could have just left it close-ended. And then make sure the clip is, in fact, on, and also where you want it to be, so I don't really care. But for the sake of changing it, let's just pick right there. I don't know, dude. want to make sure that it's going in straight too, which it's not wanting to. There we go. There we go. There. And there you go. There's the slimline single body, and the way that you activate it is by twisting the nose cone. By twisting the nose cone. There. And then to swap the ink, you just pull the whole thing out. My hands are slippery. It's hot, man. Trying to get a grip on this thing. There. Woo. All right, I had to grab something that would help me grab it. But yeah, then you just pull it out. I guess I still need something to help grab it. There. Woo. Yeah. But there you go. That is the single barrel slimline kit. So there you go. It wasn't beautiful, and I probably should sand this a little bit. Let's go ahead and remedy that. Let's make this thing function how we want it to, right? Okay, that should have been good. Oh shit, there we go, sorry. Alright, that goes in. And then it comes back out. There. Oh my goodness. So because I had cut the brass a little bit with a bandsaw earlier, I should have smoothed out the brass a little bit more. But, yeah, I didn't, so now I have to deal with it at the end, you know? Let's see. Right on, Michael. I'll see you around. And then you can also see the play that you have with the actual brass as well. So you could potentially shorten it even more if you did a different finial or closed end or whatever. But yeah, there it is. There is the closed-ended slimline pin kit. That's why it's got two tubes. You glue the top, and you leave the bottom free, and then the twist mechanism is at the base here, where the cone is. Boom. That'll be $100. All right, let's see. Sorry about the camera view. And I could have definitely done that better. But bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Let me get tidied back up a little bit so I can change gears and get to the real work. Alrighty. But yeah, if you found that useful, do me a solid. Let me know. Did you find that useful? I mean, it could have been better, right? It could have been better. I could have rehearsed it. but I didn't. It was one of those that I remembered that from years ago, and I just hadn't done it in years. So yeah, I just had to think through the whole process of it comes out that way, right? Yeah. Anyway, now let's get to that pink, man. Let's get to that pink. Our next project will be a 24-inch bowl. Sweet Jesus. No. Everything is useful. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. All right. Well, before Abby gets on my case too much, these are what we're turning. This is where we're starting, and well, I mean, I guess continuing the stream from here on. Yeah. Lawrence, you're still here. Right on, buddy. Oh, Kevin, I don't know if you noticed, but there is a scoring, excuse me, a scoring system. So I got top fans now. Dude, that is so neat. That is so neat, man. So I can see the top fans, and it shows it up. So I think it's a combination of engaging comments and also time. But I don't know the actual formula that they're using for the score. But yeah, that's fun. Anyway, let's get back to it. We lost third. Man, it's stiff competition, you know. Stiff competition. Let's see. This needs to rotate. That needs to pop up over there. We're getting report cards. Yeah, man, it looks like y'all are getting report cards. Oh, man, that's hysterical. Well, I will say, who talks the most? No question. It's me. I talk the most. Let me, boom. Lock that in. Put this in. Demon in time. Oh, yo, yo. There we go. That's pretty good, huh? How do you see it? I'm not sure how you see it. Like, I see it on my end because I've got like the custom thingy. I got a different chat up on like the actual YouTube chat up. So it might be on a different. It might be on a different service, maybe. I don't know. Can y'all see the scores? Like, do y'all see the crowns? Abby, do you see the crowns?
The what?
Do you see the crowns? No. I don't know if they can.
They can't see it, or I can't see it.
What?
I can't see it.
Click on the crown. I wonder if it's only on a PC.
Maybe on the big, yeah.
Ben, what's up, dude? Huh. What have I done today? Let's see. I've spent like half the time looking for shit. There we go. I'm gonna work on that. You can see them, but what I'm saying is right here on like my iPad, I can't see them. And so I'm wondering like what it is that's making it so you can see it. So like right here, there aren't any crowns, you know? There's no crowns that I can see. But on the other hand, when I look at my other computer, I can see it. I don't know. More to follow, I guess, once I figure it out. Stiff competition for number one, man. Stiff competition. Whoops. Let me see what you just showed me. Oh, nice. Okay. We're good. Okay. My goodness. Sorry, I got a thing, I guess, going on today, man. I just, for some reason, everything just seems like just a little bit off. Okay. Anyway, Morty. Only good water, get the number, raise their hand, champs. Looking for a pin press. Best one, I think, is whatever this one is. This guy right here. The reason I like this one is because I'm usually holding a piece, right? I'm usually holding a piece, and I'll need to kind of flip it to adjust it, and then these things just are really quick. This is also spring tension, so I can, oh, and the other thing is it's got a little hole on this side, so boom, it's got a little hole here, and yeah, here, I'll show you over here, it'll be better. Miles Craft, these little guys, they flip back and forward, convenient, spring to hold the piece in place, and then obviously the actuator arm. But yeah, you can quickly change the size when you have like a whole bunch of crap in your hands. You're upgrading your Morty at the moment? You know, it's kind of interesting. I figured at some point somebody would have asked, what's the deal with Morty? But it feels weird kind of inviting that question now. So I don't know if I want to answer. Just started installing the pipes. My man! Heck yeah, that's exciting. Breaking ground. Let's see, this needs to come down a little bit. Oh. There, that's good. Bed's got a Black & Decker, Pecker, Wrecker. Oh gosh! And it seems like you've got a lot of things going on, man. Whew. Black & Decker, Pecker, Wrecker, huh? Let's see. Ben's cheating. It's extra 100 points if you don't need it. What y'all up to, man? Y'all having a good Tuesday. It looks like a good Tuesday. It's a good Tuesday. Gotta like recalibrate my touch and feel of all the materials that I've been working on. Golly. Go from resin to ebonite to wood to resin to micarta to Juma to Delrin to, I don't use acrylic, but I got some acrylic. Yeah, that's cool, Ben. That's exciting, man. Did you get sponsored or something? I'm holding out for a sponsor to build me a workshop in a house and, you know, sweep me off of my feet, so to speak, as it comes to the workshop. So Miles Craft is the one. That's my favorite one. I've got two. I can show you the other one. I can show you what the other one's like. At least this particular one. Here, I'll do it over here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So this is the handle, right? This is the handle that activates it. I got the other part of it, but it comes off. This has a plastic part, and then this wheel right here loosens, and then you have to adjust it and lock it back in place to use that space. Shit. To use that space. So you have to use this wheel to unlock it, and then you can actually move this back and forth, right? And then you lock it, and then you do what you got to do. But man, that is, what a clunker. What a clunker. If I did any amount of pin, well, you see how much kit pin making I do, and I bought a different one because that one sucked. But yeah. Oh, your only sponsor is BW Banking? Dope. You think they're looking for sponsoring a pin maker, dude? Maybe, right? I've got so much to offer. So much to offer. So initially for these diamond painting pins, we were worried a little bit about the pink because of the pigments. We found some pigment pockets. You can actually see right here from here, I actually have encountered, right there. So if you see this, that's a pigment pocket of sorts. And you can determine how bad it is sometimes by the layers that are coming out. You see all those little pink speckles? Like, they're pink speckles like this, but they're throughout the noodles, right? So that's kind of how you can tell that you're running into a pigment pocket. You just push the button, push the button in. Push button. When you can get monetized, there might be a chance. Let's see. What one do you have? Ah, gotcha. But yeah, I don't make very many pin kits, but that is the best pin press that I have found, because I can do it really easily with one hand, and especially when I'm trying to show something, it helps. You know, it takes one of those variables off that, you know what I mean. Okay, I gotta check the end of this guy right here because it looks a little sus. It'll stand off though. It'll stand off. Went to Harbor Freight, bought a 3/4 inch pipe plant for about $12. Nice. $25 to $30. Lawrence, I'm pretty sure that's all my pin press costs. It's like that reminds me of people that are like, yeah, I can make a lathe out of a drill. Proceeds to spend $500 in wood and other electronics, and then has a drill lathe that you have, like a Black & Decker lathe now that is like roughly fabricated. It's funny. Anyway, I don't want to spend the $30 to get it. I want to pay 10 times that price to make it. And the only reason I'm saying that is because that's what it reminded me of. It's not a dig at you. It's more like that is the type of people we are. So I'm trying to make a fun of us a little bit. Because really it is one of those things. You're like, you know what, I can make this, or I could buy it once, or I could buy the machines to make it and then make it a whole bunch of times and then maybe sell stuff. That way it turns it into an asset, you know? Oh man. Let's see. Thanks a million, we appreciate. Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm here for. Don't worry, guys. Perfect. Now, they're trying to make one out of a treadmill. Dude, I don't know why though. You can't have credit cards or debit cards. Yeah, that's fine. There's shoot. If you look around like on eBay and Craigslist and stuff like that, you can also find stuff that's like secondhand. There's Facebook groups that they talk about like geographical locations and stuff to where they can potentially meet it up or ship it or something like that. But yeah, I remember, and that definitely does add to the complexity of you getting something for sure. Yeah, Lawrence, I remember. Let's see. Also made your miter saw from a jigsaw. Hey, those are clever things, man. See, nothing. Let's see. How did that one go? It's like something about nothing creates creativity more than necessity or something like that. I think that's how it goes. So you had a problem and you're like looking around to see what you can do to kind of solve it, but you don't just have that immediate single time solving in mind always, do you? You're like, I want to solve it, but I also want to be able to solve it again and again and again. And if you're that way, then you sound like you should be in business. But yeah, ideas, man. Point system. The wife won't let you have one again. How are you gonna get all the lathe stuff? Although I will say I don't really buy much of anything, anyways. I pay for stuff when we go out to dinner. Like, when I say I pay for it, I use my card. But yeah, Abby and I, we pretty much share everything. So. But we kind of grew up together. Let's see. Necessity is the mother of invention. Yeah. See? It's like that. But it was delivered a different way when I heard it. But yes, that's the same gist. Let's see. I have no clue what the point system is all about. I am not sure either. So initially, believe it or not, many moons ago, when Sean and Kevin were like the only people that hung out with me, they had their own point system to try and get me to like look for shit, which was fine. I didn't mind it. No biggie. Because I'm here to teach, so if you got a question, I'm going to do my best to answer it. And so I didn't think that point system was fair. but you know what? I played along with it. But now this point system, I think, is like YouTube / viewer related and engagement related. So that's kind of interesting. But I did talk about it yesterday about having a thing kind of like Twitch, to where people were able to have their their time be like valued. You know, it gives, I guess, me the opportunity to identify people that are the most engaging in streams and stuff like that. But I don't know. This is the first time I'm seeing that, and I don't have time to look at it right now. But Ben, have you seen that? Maybe. I don't know what it's from. Let's see. Sell the stuff you make. Yeah. Teacher keep changing grades. You went from D and F. Huh. Well. You try to make bespoke projects, but can't seem to master that yet with pins. Well, that's good. Count yourself lucky. That's fortunate. You still have something that you could be working on. Like, there's so many things that I have yet to even explore when it comes to pins. Like, I haven't done any blind clips. I haven't done too elaborate of inlays. I haven't done... there's a lot of things that I haven't done that would be pretty cool. But you got to kind of build some time into be able to accomplish that. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, bespoke is a weird word, isn't it? Like, bespoke is just like made for someone specific, you know? Like, bespoke, here, I'll just define it right quick. Because it's a weird one, right? Custom made or tailored, often used to describe suits, clothing, or other articles. Made for a particular customer. Yes. Yeah, so it's made for someone specific, right? And so I don't know how loose that term actually is, because what I'm making is for someone, right? And maybe the person that ends up buying it was the specific one. So it's a little weird. It's a little weird because you got to think about, like, bespoke being like, is that during the creation of? Is it, you know what I mean? I don't know. Little weird ways to think about it. Do chicken coops? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. What number is this? 27? Yeah. That's cool. We don't do cabinets. You got an Amish surrounding? Oh man, there goes all the woodworking work. Oh shoot, I'm not even all the way in yet. The point system, if we could have them do something. Yeah, that's what I was saying. But see, it doesn't work very well here, Sean, because I'm all about teaching you what it is. So if you ask something, that's kind of my whole thing. So that's why I didn't get it very well. Woodworker, cabinets, point system, yep. A way to make the viewers battle for first place, yeah. For engagement farming, well, it's certainly not the like button farming. Just kidding. But yeah, dude, I'd love to start working on giveaways. I gotta take a weekend to figure out, like how. I gotta figure out the rules of it and the whole international stuff, and I gotta figure that kind of stuff out before I can do it. Otherwise, I'll get like monetized and then be like, oh nope, you broke the rule. You did the YouTube wrong. You're like, well, crap. So yeah, I do want to do giveaways and stuff like that. Giveaways are fun. And I think it would just be a really interesting way, you know, for somebody like Lawrence too, someone who isn't really able to go places, and they have to have stuff that's like sent to them. This is one of those cool things that I think about, that, you know, this is a way of, you know, advancing, I guess, the direction I want to go. So, and I hope you don't take that as a dig, Lawrence. That was not a dig. It was just one size does not fit all. So, but giveaways are good. I think it'd be fun to do. I was also thinking about like specific days where I did like a workshop of like, this is the making of whatever. And I was kind of already doing that, but I wouldn't announce it in advance for people to like put it on their schedules. So it's a little, I guess, unrealistic on my part to think that that would work the way that I've actually tried it so far. So, yeah, we're just going to have to reevaluate and go from there. But yeah. And see, it's interesting because like panic attacks as well, they're so different for different people too. Like somebody, if they saw like that spinning square blank that I did before, if they saw a spinning square blank, they're like, oh God, that's gonna go bad. Because, you know, you think that the square is gonna catch on whatever surface that it is, so that generates the anxiety aspect of it. And then it makes people think like, oh crap, something bad's gonna happen. But it's the anticipation, really, I think, that panic attacks in a way feed off of. I'm not a doctor. Not a doctor. Just a person. But yeah, I think that's kind of it. It's like a line of what's anxiety and what's excitement and those types of things is also where it's interesting, I think, because there is a line somewhere, I just don't know where. You're from Mississippi, right on. Vinny, what's up, buddy? I turned a slimline single body. And it was a question that was asked, so I did it. It's a little embarrassing in the beginning, but we got it cranked out. It seemed like everything didn't want to go as planned. I didn't have a barrel trimmer, so I had to visit that a different way. And couldn't find myself a 1mm long drill bit, but I found it. And then I found two of them actually. So, yeah. This pin is so pink. So pink. You're gonna say you turned a pin kit. Yeah, I did. I turned this little guy. Yeah, there. I turned a slimline no band pin. Had a purple heart. So it looks pretty clean. See, it doesn't stick out so far, the clip that is, that it's, you know, pushed out. So if you made it fat back here, it would push the clip forward and that would just look bad. So, at least I think so. I don't like it. But if that's your thing, do it. Do it. It might work. It might go swimmingly. But yeah, that was the pin that I made. Someone had gotten a slimline pin kit with two barrels, but it was set up as a single one. So it was basically selling it as a, here's what you could do with this pin kit. So it seemed like a rebranding of a slimline with that modification. Which, you know what? Hey man, a slimline pin kit, might as well. All you gotta do is take that band out, the center band, and then boom. Now you can sell it as a different type of kit. Which, well, that's questionable ethics, but whatevs. If you put the time into it to learn it, I guess. Use a little bit of that. I don't know, man. Everybody got their own thing. Alrighty. But yeah, for a second I didn't remember which orientation that one of the brass tubes went in, and then the pieces that got pressed together. So I had to really think through that one. So, but for the record, let the records show that you glue the back one, the one that's going to be on the top, and then the other one, the bottom one with the nose cone, that one just gets pushed all together. But yeah, if I was set up like, I don't know, if I was doing that again, I would have set it up to where I had my sequencing, because it was years since I've done that. But unacceptable. It's a pin. I am here at Maverick Pins, making pins, so I should have known better. My bad. My bad. Don't demo stuff I don't even know. Although I did know it. It wasn't a great execution. It took a little bit of thinking. And today is not a super fantastic day for me to be thinking. Today should be all about executing. But these are so pink. Oh my gosh. They're so sweet and pink. And speaking of pink, all the macho manly people out there, have y'all ever heard of the prison that tried out pink jumpsuits, pink walls, pink everything in the prison cells? That was pretty interesting. Supposedly pink makes people more docile. I don't know. It's a great execution because you created a thing that you write is usable. Will it kill? Ah, it will kill. You're digging the design. Well, to be fair, you actually could do that a similar thing like this. If you wanted to basically just say what it is that you want to know how to do, and I'll give you a way to do it. I'm just kidding. I'm not that good. But I do ask a lot of questions to myself, and then I go and I try to figure it out. So that's another thing that I really enjoy doing, is I enjoy figuring things out. But yeah, you could potentially actually drill all the way through a pen like this, and then, you know, make it into a mechanical pencil, or you can have it as a single body, whatever. You could have a pen shaped like this as a single body slimline pen, and you know, that probably would be a lucrative endeavor that wouldn't be too hard to actually do. I just wouldn't envy all that drilling. That's a lot of deep drilling. You have? Cool. They had pink underwear? Yeah, you gotta neutralize those threats with your undies on. But I still thought it was a pretty neat thing. Like, that type of stuff happens all around us, by the way. Like, the more you learn about psychology, the more you feel like you're targeted almost. But it's not targeted, right? It's not targeted. It is tailored to your likings, right? Because those are strong words, okay? Yeah. They do have mechanical kits for 2mm pencils. They sure do. They sure do. I've made them, or I've made pencils and pens alike. Oh, here we are. Well, this is actually a mediocre example, but here you go. So these may look familiar. If you look on Amazon and you try to find diamond painting pens, you'll see a lot of these. Now, check this out, my dudes. Boom. You take a mechanical pencil, drilled all the way through, you get the right threads. Boom. Now, you trim it down a little bit. Now you got a mechanical pencil. Whoop. Right? And then I cut this plastic tube on the inside, but it would, you know, just click. So yeah, basically I took this, I drilled it all the way out, all the way through with a 1/4 inch. That way it could go through. Then I have a 7 by, I think, point. Oh shit, it's stuck in there now. But yeah, dude, this is a cool way to go about it. These are called Nick Pro, by the way, Nick Pro mechanical pencil sets, and it's been great. Oh my goodness, it's been great. You've seen my forever pencils being made, and you've seen some of my mechanical pencils being made. That's some of the ways that I do it, and you know, it's one of my favorite things to do is like find an existing something, and then, you know, turn your head sideways and look at it differently, and then implement it. So we didn't know what to do with all those extra diamond painting pens that we had, and we still haven't done anything with them, but that is something that we can do with them, right? So that's one of the things that we're looking at. That's what you need. You have a huge case of 2mm graphite. Yeah, well, the Nick Pro actually offers it in all kinds of different sizes, from like 5mm to 2mm, and they also sell colored pencils, colored leads that go into it, but those are also 2mm. So they have a 2, a 1.3, a 1, maybe even a 1.5 and a 1. No, that's it. But anyway, those are pretty cool projects, pretty fun projects that, you know, are repeatable, right? Isn't that the whole thing? Like, you want blanks, but you also need like plans for the blanks. You don't just, okay, I'm guilty of it too, but you don't usually just buy blanks just to buy the blank. Usually you have a plan. You're like, all right, I'm gonna make this out of this blank. And if you're not like that, then you should ask yourself, do I need this blank? And then what kind of yield will it have? That's a totally separate rant that I'm about to go on, but that's how I look at stuff sometimes as well. Like, does this enable me to do something maybe that I haven't done before? Or does this give me anything that I can learn? Like, does this provide anything for me to learn? And when I'm walking around stores, I think about like all kinds of little things that can have like a big impact on something later on down the line. So a lot of different things different ways, I would say, to think about your approach to whatever it is that you're doing. There's a lot of avenues. Like, if you really wanted to, you can make a crochet business. And if you made your own crochet handle business, right? And all you would need to do is just make crochet handles, and then you would need them to actually sell. So, how do you make them sell? Isn't that always the question? Use case, you'll check that out. They even have LEDs in different colors. Yeah, so that is pretty cool. Have you ever seen, dude, this is something that I was thinking about. Top secret, don't tell anybody, but tritium. Have you seen there's little tritium inserts in EDC beads? Well, they exist, and they're really small. And, you know, you could do a lot of things with that. Depending on the size, you could just, like, drill a hole into the top of the cap or something of a pin, and then just stick it in there, and then it would be out the ends. So, pretty dang cool. And if you haven't seen that, well, take a gander, I reckon, and then see if your creative juices start going. What shape was this? Oh yeah, never mind. You're losing it today? Man, I'm losing it today. Why are you losing it though? Let's see, okay, we want the pointy ends here. You typed red twice instead of typing green? Well, you must have been really excited about that color then, man. Red one of your favorite colors? Or were you looking at the EasyWood tool? Hashtag not sponsored, EasyWood. Although I reached out to you. I don't want to do demos. Well, in person. Like, if I had to imagine how well a demo would go in person of turning, say that I was going to demo turning a diamond painting thing, right? Do you think there would be a good turnout in person? I'm going to go with no. Not unless it's a club that already meets up regularly. Although, I mean, there is like a lot of steps to it, a lot of process, but shop or sketch pencil, yeah. But yeah, those pencils, the Nick Pro, are the ones that I found that are pretty darn cool. That you can really easily take the guts out and then put it into a different shell, basically. Like you can reskin it. That's kind of how I think of it. Is you're reskinning a pen. So, but isn't that what it is? That's what it's all about, isn't it? You're just reskinning all the time, creating a different handle of sorts. What kind of resin are pen blanks cast in? There are a variety, my man. There's like Total Boat. There's Alumilite. There's you know, some diamond cast, some stones, some. There's all kinds of stuff. However, I would say that the best one is Alumilite, and it's not just because I like it, right? It's because it's easy to work with, sands up nicely, and you know has a really good time frames of like open time, working time, stuff like that. So this one is drilled super wonky. Goodness. It's called Turner's Warehouse. Turner's Warehouse. Mr. Chad, come on. That'll get turned away. That will be no problemo either. PSI. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking? What are you trying to get? What are y'all trying to get? You talking about? Y'all talking about Alumilite? I don't know what y'all are talking about. Yeah, what are we talking about? What happens at PSI or Turner's? Mm-hmm. And Lawrence, you know a lot about them. I'm not too familiar with the people at PSI, although I have probably purchased more items from them. They probably have spent more money at Turner's for the bespoke stuff. Oh, pencil kits? Oh! Dude! You're here. You're here. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. You can use kits. You can use kits. I just show you how to make them without kits. Because it's cheaper. At least money-wise, it's cheaper. You're an expert at looking at stuff? Right on. That you're interested in. I've seen your hours, at least, of experience hanging out here. So, yeah, I say you right. But yeah, I pretty much don't use kits very much. You just want to know where to buy the inserts? Well, you mean for practice or selling? Because Schmidt has got click mechanisms that you can also use. Or, yeah. When am I going to teach? Well, what do you want to know? I did some already. I did some teachings. And if you ignore like the first 5-10 minutes of that, then we're good to go. Oh, man. What kind of skills have you got, Lawrence? Like, what are you mostly like? Are you you look at a lot of stuff that you're interested in, but are you you good at talking about stuff? You're good at I don't know. I'm just trying to think of other ways that you could potentially get like flowed stuff or um, I don't know, gain more exposure of sorts if that's what you want. I don't know. I guess that's kind of the first question. What do you want? What do you want from what it is that you're pursuing or looking at? So I think that would be a pretty good question. Pencil components. PSI has the component sets. Yeah. Okay. All right. I wasn't gonna, but here you go. If you look at Nick Pro, that pencil, the pencil that I was talking about before, you can buy the pencil, you take it apart, it'll look like, I can show you what it looks like too. Show you what it looks like. This one, yeah. So it comes in yellow or black. There you go. These are the ones that I'm talking about. So these are the ones I'm talking about. They're the Nick Pros. This is a 5mm, so you just take the eraser off, and then you unscrew this bottom part here, and then this is all you need, right? So now all you do is you take this, you make this, and then you put it onto this. Boom. Class over. But yeah. You just need to make the threads for this part right here, which I believe is a 7.5 or 7 millimeter by 0.5. Yeah. So that's your threads. And then you can even take it further and then use these clips as well. But it says Nick Pro, so don't use that one unless you want it to be repping. But yeah, you just take these clips off, and then you can cut a little channel. I don't have it out here, but you can cut a little channel and put the clip in there. So I did do that on a video too. Yeah, I know there's for sure a video out there somewhere that I did that. But yeah, creating that little channel is also a pretty clever way to add a clip without needing to do all that wazoo crap of threading the end and all that stuff, you know? So that would be a way. Not the way, a way. Yeah. Anyway. But there is a cheaper way to buy a bunch of those inserts only. Yeah, pretty much. Is there a cheaper way to just buy a bunch of those inserts only? Yeah, you have a business, you let them know, then you set up a wholesale account with that business that you're trying to get stuff from, and then if it is a bigger business, then you should probably get approved. If they think that you're you know, a good person to sell to, I guess. They can say no, right? Be like, no. But yeah. Nick Pro. You wanna know, you want a pencil kit? Get it. And I've made a video on it already. I think. And if not, well, I guess I will have to. But you'll need a long 1/4 inch drill bit. And that's pretty much the size that you'll need. Because a 1/4 inch will actually work for threading a 7. Yeah. Yes. Yes, it will. Anyway. You want to learn more about that? I don't know. How big is the graphite? Lawrence, for the Nick Pro, the graphite is all different sizes. It comes from 5 mil to 2 mil, or 0.5 mil to 2 mil. And then if you want it even thicker than that, there's another place that I would actually get the mechanism from, but it would be considerably more expensive. And you'd want a wholesale deal with the company, so not there yet. I also don't want to share it yet. I gotta be first, you know? Gotta be first. No, I'm just kidding. It's because I don't know if it actually will work. So. Uh-oh. Didn't want to bring down anyone? I don't think you did. No, I think you're fine. Is anybody offended? Hope not. Be some paper skin. You good? And a big help? Yeah. Lawrence is good. It's nice when Lawrence knows some of the answers that I would naturally say anyways. Like, what are you making? Or what is that material? Or who makes your blanks? You know? Hey, 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 come on now. Now we gotta do some bro math, Big Max. We gotta do some bro math. Okay? So, here we go. This is the bro math for woodworking, I guess. But, like, honey, all I need is like, $1,500, okay? I'm gonna get set up. I'm gonna spend time doing this. I'm gonna rep it out. I'm gonna put all the time and energy and effort into learning this craft. And then I will get comfortable making something repeatedly. And then we're gonna sell it for like 50 bucks a pop. So your 1,500 divided by the 50 bucks a pop. And I don't know what that math is, but 15, 30, 30? I don't know. Is it 30? So then you'll sell the 30 things, and then after that, it will start turning into a profitable business with $1,500 invested. And time. And time. You got to put time in. Let's see. You buy her something and you're good? Oh, okay. Well, dang, man. Fine. We can do the husband math then. All right, honey, I'm going to buy you something that's like $1,500. Oh, great. And then I'm going to do the same for myself. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I suppose that's a husband math there. Or you could even take her out to dinner, put her in the right mood, present her with gifts and food. And then you're like, so I've been thinking about this idea for a long time now. Long time, honey, I promise, long time. And I think it would be a great idea if I started this, and this is what it's going to do for me. It's going to make it so you have more free time, honey. It'll be good. You'll have more free time. I won't bother you as much. And, I'll be out here working on some of my hand-eye coordination. I'll be engaging with other people that, have similar interests. And then eventually, I think what I can do is start making it making something that people want. So you present it as an opportunity. Ah. So I don't know, man. That's a lot of ways to woo a woman. Oh man. Let's see. Just your wife won't like you. Mechanical pencil kit, Michael. All right, I'll sneak a peek at it, man. You're in that boat thing of see another issues. That's all right, man. Too much. Hey, man. If it's something that's pretty big and meaningful for you, you gotta let her know how meaningful it is to you. That's how you let them know that you're serious. The same is also true the other way, by the way. Like, Abby's got some of these great ideas that she comes to me and then we're like, yeah, that's a great idea, let's do it. And so she doesn't do a lot of warming up for me though. I'm too easy. I'm too easy then. I think we just figured out one of my problems, Let's see, dinner flowers and wine, yeah. Who does it? Here's a BMW. that's a big wig. No kidding. That's the hammer of authority. All right, babe. Here's your BMW. Now I'm gonna go do this. Okay. All right. Have fun. Bye bye. Yeah, man. That is a good one. Some of us don't have as deep of pockets, I guess. Oh man. Make her think it's her idea. Yeah, you're offering her the opportunity. Like making stuff. Yes. Yuck. Ooh, yuck, yuck. Kind of how it happened. Oh man, that looks. Abby. Ooh. What are we gonna do about that? The end. The end that I pointed at you. You're gonna CA that? Okay. Uh, get her a beamer and you should get a whole shop. Yeah. But see, I think this kind of math sometime is messed up a little bit because, like, it's coming from the same place, isn't it? It's coming from the same pool. Unless y'all got pools that I should have that I don't know that I should have. No, not trying to get her to take over. Not yet. Not yet. That'll be a little later. What? Wait. Do you want to come talk about it?
I need to go get the kids' shoe sizes.
And then you want to talk about it?
What am I talking about?
Whatever you want. No? That's all right too. Big Mick said I was trying to get Abby to take over again. No, not yet. Not yet, at least. So, there is a wedding coming up that's in the family, and she's got to go get some sizes from the kids for the shoes and stuff like that. Failed. That's all right. We'll get him again next time. Or we'll try again next time. No, we'll get him next time. That's what it is. Third time's a charm. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. That's how it goes. Man, I can't wait to have my workshop rearranged. So much so that I want like the camera, this camera, I want it like in front of me, right? So I'd ideally have the lathe facing this way, and I'd be like looking at the camera, doing all this stuff, and be facing this way instead of this way because y'all are staring in my ear. But yeah, we'll put that on the list of things that I'm going to do or change or enhance. I don't know, something. I'm going to do something. Marianne's got married quarters. Hold. You were the ring bearer. Hey, nice. That's fun. I will be one of the groomsmen. And y'all may or may not know, but I do all right cleaning up. I clean up all right. I'm not an unfortunate looking individual, although the amount of beverages I consume is, one of those contributing factors. Of my need to improve areas. Okay, I should have done a little bit more with that tool while I had it out. Do y'all want Abby to come over for a minute? Hold on a little bit. It is getting close to time. My goodness, it's 4:30. Man, I haven't been streaming that long. 2.5 hours. Wow. Abby caught me? No. You were trying to frame me. You're like, yeah, we'll frame him. No. I'll just blame y'all. They said they wanted to talk to you, babe. Sorry, I don't know what you want me to do. Yeah, chat said that they wanted to talk to you. We want to give the people what they want, don't we? 3:30 there. Nice. Funny. Funny. What about toothbrush handles? How well do you think those would sell? I guarantee somebody will buy it. Somebody will want a fancy toothbrush handle. Especially if it's made out of wood that's not stabilized and not CA finished. Yeah. But if you did cedar, maybe that could work. There's not the right finish for the job. I guess I do need to make more videos though, because I was just thinking, have y'all seen my modified EDC pin? But I don't know if I actually made a video on it. Getting splinters as you brush your teeth. They do have bamboo toothbrushes already, like commercially, pretty sure. Toothbrush handles to put crochet hooks into. Yeah, that's clever. Pretty clever. Let's see. So updated videos. Yeah, I probably should. But you know, it's like pulling teeth, man. It's like pulling teeth to get a video. But then again, on the updated video aspect too, it's like, well, if you didn't see the first way, the second way will be new, just as new as the first way, if you don't know either one of them. You know? You switch to, let's see, can you switch them to left-handed, right-handed? You know, I tried to do a little bit of something funny. Like, I made a, it was April 1st, okay? It was April 1st, and I was like, all right, working on a new design, a left-handed diamond painting pen, but it looked the exact same, and that was kind of the whole punchline, but it didn't go how I thought it would. People were genuinely looking for a left-handed, so I know that there are left-handed things, but I didn't think a pen was one of those that was gonna be a confusing thing. Yeah, but boy was I wrong. Boy was I wrong. It's funny though. It's funny. I also made finger pins. Like it would basically be a little finger cap. It would just go over top of your finger, and you'd be able to dot like that. And you guessed it, somebody wanted it. So let's see. You learn how to crochet. Oh, cool. How many of those can you make a week? How many do you need me to buy at a time? I will take some. But yeah, that's cool. Those are neat. The ones that people don't like the wood is the really small ones, because they just don't survive. They don't last too long. All right, this is where punctuation is important. So you're not sure we can work something out, or you're not sure, maybe we could work something out. Because I see it both ways. I just don't know which way you mean it. Hopefully the latter. Maybe we can actually work something out. Hello, hello, welcome to Maverick Workshop. I'm John. Turning some diamond painting pins. These are some bright paint blanks that we got going on here. And they're looking good. They're looking good. We're on the cusp of our orbit trajectory. Maverick Workshop to the moon. Alright. I'm not doing a meme point or anything. I got lofty goals, but it's not one of them that I know of. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, man, send me some pictures of those. I'd love to see them. Even if we can't, I still know some people that crochet that might be interested. Jeez Louise. The smooth ollie. There we go. That was not the right size now. There it is. Oh man. Not sure how many you can make in a week. Make them from dark green poplar. Cool. Alright. That's alright, man. No worries, no worries. Just exploring. Just exploring. Sometimes the shoe doesn't fit. And it's just the way it goes. But some of those things, here's a little tip, I guess a tip from the from what I see, at least, right? This is kind of how I view some things, but it looks like more people are working with their hands more. So it does seem that people are enjoying working with their hands more often. And let me finish this and then you can come over here and I'll fix that. Okay? What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying, but it was good. Abby flailed around like a berry at me. And then got distracted. Oh yeah, people are working with their hands so much more. And so I think that these types of things are going to have, you know, a good resurgence, we'll say. Anyway, that's what I think. All right. Are you going to show that? Are you going to show that on stream? It's up to you. It's yours. You're precious.
Yeah, I reckon. You gotta take it.
Oh man. Abby's gonna reveal one of the things that she's been working on. Probably not all, but some thing. Okay. Let's see. I'll put this over here.
If this didn't feel like
Picture. Okay. You sent a picture of them on Instagram. Sweet. Cool. I will sneak a peek at that, man. Too hot? Too hot. Oh Lord.
you know, if I couldn't feel the texture on this, I would say that effect is really good.
Ouch.
We'll see if this one has an issue after you taste it.
Yoink. I just need the cat or the barrel. I mean.
This took me all day. Like however long you've been out here.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yours.
Well.
But
Yep.
I really like this one. It's been, I think, my favorite so far. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Talking to Bart, he's going to the Portland show this weekend, and then the DC show 2 weeks after that. He's like, I don't have a dude. Dude.
Well, then don't go.
No, he's excited. So they can't see the numbers, but you can.
I can see him there. I can't see him on my own chat over
I
there.
don't see it either.
Ew.
Just letting you know, I guess, who your fans are. Who's number 1?
You can click on top fans and it'll tell you.
Ooh, Big Mex is winning today.
200 XP. Ooh, I showed your cleavage. Sorry.
It's out. It's hot.
Do you?
I can't do anything.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, no, I don't say it's bad. It's just there. So I'm just letting you know.
Okay, everyone. People that are here.
You don't want me to fix it more?
Yeah. Oh no, the poop ball!
The poop ball!
So, y'all have seen. Channel television work for y'all seen the ebonite pins that John and his dad have been working on for me. So they're just basic black ebonite that looks kind of brownish, but is called black ebonite. And they're just, super simple. A lot of people really like the feel of ebonite. It's a lighter, I don't know, it's a pretty light material still, but I have been working on doing a special finish on them, something that I personally haven't seen anybody else do anything like it. They could have, because I don't spend a ton of time on social media or looking at other I don't know, pin maker stuff, because John and I are both kind of on the same page that we almost don't want to see other people's work sometimes, because that can influence what you do, and we very strongly believe on doing your own thing and having your own way that you do stuff, because obviously there's only so many shapes that you can make for a fountain pen, etc., etc. And most of the people we know obviously use aluminite resin just like we do, so resin blanks, and there's a couple other cool materials thrown in there here and there. Like we've done some Operex and Juma and stuff like that. But this is closer to a hand painted or ruchy finish. It's not that, but it is that kind of thing where it's a labor of love and takes a very long time, but I think turned out super cool. I'm really happy with the way This one turned out. I just wanted John to know I already have blanks cut. He already has blanks cut.
For he whittles crochet hooks.
That's cool.
Or maybe not whittle, but he can make.
He makes crochet hooks. That's awesome. Anyways, I was gonna show it if y'all want to see it. First peek.
Yeah, y'all. It's an honor.
It
is an honor.
I have literally not told any, like, obviously John knows, but I haven't told or shown anyone. And on Maverick Pens, I have been woefully just like not on there. We've been so busy, and I need to get back to posting and showing and all of that stuff. So I'm hoping to have
That's a lot better.
Some of them next week. It looks great. It's still a little tight, but it could be the cap.
Well, let's check it.
So John is just chasing the threads on the one that I just made.
My sharpest tap.
I'm gonna have to leave it overnight to make sure the finish stays the way that I want it, because I did have some previous versions not turn out. So unfortunately, I have used a lot of John's ebonite, and they're like half done pens. And I'll go back and finish them.
It takes hours.
A very long time. So these are going to be up there with some of our other like super specialty stuff. We've decided that that's what we like to do, which is also part of the offering blanks again. I did just re-pour Pastel Prism, which was one of our most popular. So yeah, I plan on getting some of those up and all of that. I was telling John, I was talking to Bart from Zodiac Pen Company. He lives very close to us and is awesome, and he goes to like all the shows. I'm sitting with him at the San Francisco show this year because he's very nice. Yay, that's perfect. Okay, you guys ready for the big? It doesn't look like much from here. It doesn't look like anything from here.
No.
Let's see. The light. Yes, it does.
Let me zoom out a little bit on this one.
Literal freaking magic. Look at that. Can you even? It's also really sparkly, which isn't quite picking up with the directional light, but you can see the very cool. Anyways, it doesn't have a section yet. John's going to make me some sections so I can have sections, but they're going to be out of our custom ebonite that we got made, which is like a dark teal. So yeah, that's it.
That looks sick.
Oh, I think it looks pretty awesome too. This is my favorite so far. So I think we're gonna stick with, the ones like this, and I'm gonna do a handful of them and get them up and get people seeing them, and then keep making them.
You're gonna show that one off? Show that one off.
Like now?
Yeah, you could.
Oh.
Can I make a section right quick?
I have a section. I can go take it out of the other pen that's inside. I did finish a section already.
Is it a good one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fits nice and everything? Well, then, yeah. Do it. Might as well get them pre-orders rolling.
Yeah.
Huh?
Pretty cool. I would like to make a couple of the other colors so I have options for people. I do have one that I did just the cap on and have not, and I'm mixed about this other one. Okay, so this one's also going to be cool. This is a different color of it. It's more of like a pink with the blue and orange. So I haven't done the body for that one yet. And then this one, I tried to do like a lot of different colors, and I'm not sure how I feel about that one. What do you think?
I like it. It's bright.
I think it'll be.
I like the bright color.
Yeah, I think it'll be more of like a, I don't know what to call it. Like it's a mixed one. And then this one's cool too. I'll do the body for that one. So
nice.
That's what we're starting. Can it be dyed?
No.
No.
Sort of.
Well, they correct. They make different colors of ebonite, and the company that we used, you could pick from their set colors and choose the percentage of what color ebonite you wanted, like swirled and made together. I know that, so Nico Ebonite, is that what his name is? He makes his own, and it's different from what we bought.
No. That's Anton.
Anton, sorry.
Anton. Nico
is the Ebonite, is the Japanese place
Ebonite.
that we bought the Ebonite from. So that's our Ebonite.
Anton,
Anton,
I believe India.
Anton makes his own Ebonite and does really cool stuff. And I think he shows a little bit of kind of the way that he makes it.
If you have to have a huge press.
Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy.
So it's got to be like specific temperatures, and then you press it, you hold it at a certain temperature, a certain pressure, and
yeah.
Because if it doesn't like fuse together, like he's got all these little clumps that look like clay almost, but they're rubber that he just smushes together and makes different swirls and stuff.
Yeah, and we did buy one blank from him, and it's my section for my really cool birthday pen that John made me, the Boatite one. This was very expensive. We were kind of like floored. We were floored a little bit when he told us how much. And shipping was really expensive too. Shipping was like $45, and then this was like
you're trying to get a collet set for making the
$100 and something. It was very expensive.
170.
Yeah, $170 for this one blank. So we're using it for cool little accents. It's very cool. I wouldn't buy it again though. It's very expensive.
Not just one. If we had to line up.
Well, sure. If people wanted like a bunch of them made or whatever.
What's he talking about? What's he got there now?
Who? Bart? Lawrence? Yeah. Maverick, that's why I'm trying to get a collet set for making my crochet hooks. Oh. I am very excited to see your crochet hooks, Lawrence. I would love to see what those look like. John's mom is an exceptional crocheter. She has made some absolutely fantastic things. Amazing blankets. We have these hats that she made for us for Christmas that have googly eyes, and they're hilarious, and I love them. Oh, those are pretty. Those are really cool. I like it. John showed
Looking at them.
John showed me your crochet hooks, Lawrence, and they look awesome.
What size?
Yeah, so that's
Do you have like a specific guide or size that you do? Of like the hook itself? This is his scroll saw work.
Oh, that's cool.
It takes a second to see that one.
It's like a leopard on a tree. It's definitely a.
It's like in the background.
Leopardy thing. Jesus.
Yeah. But you see all the holes?
Yeah, it's cool.
Isn't that where the scroll?
Oh my God.
That's where the scroll saw blade goes into. He's got to do that over and over again.
Wow, I'm really happy with this.
You proud of yourself?
I am so proud of myself.
All right. But yeah, that is that. Good job.
Are you going to keep turning? Oh, wait, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
You want to, how many dots did you get made? I know you made that. Ew. Ew, you didn't put any finish on it.
Yeah, I did.
I don't like it. It doesn't feel right.
It was minimal.
Yeah.
I did some shellac and then triple E.
Okay,
so
cool.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
You're plenty ahead of me because here's the reality. I have to make putty, so either I'm going to have to stay up tonight to do that or do it tomorrow morning, and I have to cut more papers because I am pretty much out of sandpaper.
Did you say you were going to do it tonight?
Yeah, probably not. Tomorrow. I'm going to have to get up early tomorrow because tomorrow's
Bless your heart.
going to be busy between that and sanding. And then this weekend is going to be this. This is going to be this weekend, and then I'm going to post these next week, I think. What? You may show it today? I'm not ready. I don't have any more. I only have this one.
Now we can do the proof of concept.
Okay.
Anyway.
I just have a hard time sanding a Magazine Guide. It's a Bobcat. They're number 5, I think. I bet. Those look complicated to sand. They look difficult. I think they look really nice, though, that you did a good job.
Yes. I agree.
I am not posting this yet. I need to let it sit overnight to make sure it doesn't crackle. I was a lot more patient today with it, and I'm hoping that fixed my problem. But yeah, you ready to wrap it up, my dude?
No,
You're not.
I can't prove them right.
Prove what right? That you use
Well,
me
they think that you come over here,
and I make you get
and
off.
then no, they don't think that you make me get off.
Then you're just over
They
it.
just think that I give you the mic so I can like go off and not have to do anything.
Yes.
Although I do that
he
at pin
does.
shows. I do it at pin shows.
Oh my god.
I leave at pin shows all the time.
A lot of the
Leave her
time,
there.
John is wandering around talking to other people, and we take turns because I get to do that too. But however, I'm the one that usually does all of the sales and things, so I can't really leave because John is. What is he gonna do? He doesn't know. Number 5 is as small as you can make. I bet because you and we ran into that issue with some crochet hooks that we were trialing. Is that once you got to the thinner ones, they really need to be metal, not resin, not wood, because they're just so tiny. And there are some tiny crochet hooks.
We'll wrap it up.
Haha.
We'll wrap it up.
Those are your first beads ever? I think they look really cool. I like them a lot. It's very magic wand-ish, you know what I mean? I really like them. I think you did a good job.
First bead ever. All right. We'll maximize it. Go to vertical seam 50.
Well, I was
and then
gonna,
over
but then you
UPM.
were all like, I don't want to, and I'm not.
Well, I didn't want to, but you're right. It's 5 o'clock
Somewhere here.
here.
You're gonna knock me off against the wall.
But yeah, we did a slimline single body. So we got one of our viewers' questions answered. That was.
Oh, were you helping someone figure out a kit?
Yeah, but I had to figure it out just a little bit too because it's been years since I did one of those.
Yeah, it has. This is Purple Heart.
Yeah, it's Purple Heart. But I did it, cranked it out. We conquered. We suffered through it together and made it into.
Now, I haven't even held a slim line in a long time.
That's a non-standard one.
Yeah.
And then Sean was like, you could do a closed in. It's like, of course I can. I didn't want to. But now I feel like I have to. Just to show that I can. Gotta prove it. Anyway, I digress. I will be turning again tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be closer to noon next time tomorrow.
I'll set an alarm so we get up earlier.
Yeah. Well,
we've been
stayed up late.
We've been enjoying our summer very much. It's been summer every day, so we gotta get back into like a regular work schedule and crochet. But they're expensive. I can't crochet at all.
That's a size.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. K is a designator of
the size. Yeah.
But I don't know what size. I've got it written down for all the different measurements for crochet hooks.
We have different ones in there too.
I know. I wrote them all down.
Ooh, wow. These are going to need really cool names. I already know what the series is going to be called, but I'm going to have to name each one of the colors.
Well, folks, she has an idea every time I try to wrap it up. She didn't want to conclude.
Bye. We'll see you
are awesome.
Tomorrow.
Thank you so much for being here. Hope you learned something. Hit that like button, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be turning diamond painting pins and chatting up a storm. Aww. But yeah, I'll try to get started tomorrow at like noon. So it's 5:05 p.m. here right now.
So noon Eastern time.
Noon Eastern time.
Yeah.
Will be my start time. And maybe I can get on a good routine in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
We're here.
Well, y'all have a good day. Have a safe week. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.